the show where we call it as it is, in black and white, or in no color at all, as long as we call it the end of the day. This is the A to Z series of life. We started with A and we said A is for alive. We talked of B and I told you that you need to keep on breathing. And then we did C, the power in consistency. Now we're at D, show number 4 of the 26 episode series. You can guess what we want to talk about determination. D for determination. Anyone who is consistent has to be determined. So today we want to talk about determination. I want to start with a story. Many years ago, I had not been born. Or I had not been born. A young man was leaving home to go to school, and the family had sold all their farm produce, maize for that matter, so that this young man could be taken to school. And as the story goes, the young man asked the mother, "Now that you've sold all the maize, what then are you people going to eat?" The mother said, "You go to school, because when you go to school, that is what is most important. For us, don't worry what you're going to eat." Fast forward, the young man went to school from Nakuru County, was moving to Kiambu County today. Those days, I think it was district. He went to school, finished, graduated, and he has become the pillar of his family. Today he's no longer young. He's old, but he has remained to be the pillar of his family. 2013, when my daddy passed on, and I went to collect his remains so that we could go and do the last rituals of burial. This very man held my shoulders and said, "Worry not, your dad is gone, but you're not fatherless." He has remained to be my pillar to this very day. And so this is dedicated to him. Uncle Azik, I call you engineer, this is for you. If determination was a person, you are a determination. Let's talk about determination. So what is determination? Determination is the ability of keeping on. Simple as that. It is the resilience to continue doing something even when you have all the reasons not to do it. That is determination. The power to continue with an idea, the power to continue with a project, the power to continue with whatever it is that you want to do, even when there are so many reasons why you should not do it, but you still go ahead and do it. That becomes determination. And I think it's the most important virtues of a human being, especially in the country such as ours. In Kenya, you really have to be determined. You really have to have the art and to have the zeal and to have the spirit of keeping on. Because in Kenya, we are in a different sphere of existence. We just wake up and we're not so sure of how the day is going to be, and then evening comes and so on and so forth. We have bad leadership, we have confused churches, we have poor economy, we have lost morals. Everything is so bad. And so if you're a Kenyan and you're listening to this, trust me, you need determination. You need the art and the zeal to keep on keeping on. That is the power of determination. To be determined is to be ready to do the unthinkable. It's to be ready to be daring, to be able to see and to do something that every other person will not imagine is even doable. Now, me as Meshach, I have a very poor handwriting. Those of you who have seen any of my handwriting is terrible. I have a poor handwriting. But there is one thing that I write so perfectly, the number 4. I write 4 so perfectly, I think it's the only perfect thing that I can write. The reason why I write very perfect 4s is because the engineer, when teaching me mathematics in class 7 or class 8 or thereabout, can't remember clearly, thought that I was writing very bad 4s. And we really fought. He fought me seriously because of this poor writing in mathematics. And he made me write 4 inside the small squares of a square book, of a 32-page exercise book. Every single page I wrote 4. That's how determined that gentleman can be when he wants something to be done. And when I say that he's the one who taught me what determination is all about, I mean it, because he has taught not just me, but his siblings and anyone who interacts with this gentleman. He has taught them the power of determination. So what builds determination? I'm talking to you as a student, I'm talking to you as an employer, I'm talking to you as an employee, I'm talking to you as a brainchild of a project or an idea, I'm talking to you as a teacher, I'm talking to you as a pastor, I'm talking to you as anyone. What is it that you need to have so that you're able to build determination as an individual in your social life or in the corporate world? Because eventually, we all need determination. Top on the list is that you need to have a dream. For you to build and for you to have a determined mentality, you will need to have a dream. And I know that when we talk about dream, what comes to your mind very quickly is Martin Luther. Martin Luther King had a dream. And because of his dream, we see a determined leader. We see a determined revolutionary person. We see a determined young person. A person who is ready to be so daring and is ready to face every other danger because of his dream. Now, a person who doesn't have a dream does not have a reason to live, and they don't see the essence of existence. If the shade has changed kidogo, power has disappeared, but we will continue. Does not see the essence of existence. When you have a dream, you will be ready to live to the achievement of your dream. You'll be ready to live towards what is it that you want to achieve in life. The power of your dream will be able to drive the power of determination. When you have a dream that I want to become this, or I want to do this, or I want to achieve this, then that becomes the driving force for that very idea called determination. Because when you have a dream, you have a vision, you have a goal, and you have something you want to achieve, then you will be determined as to get to it. But when you don't have any other dream, really, chances of you wanting to even wake up in the morning are going to be minimal. And so it is for a student who has a dream of achieving something at the end of their 8-year course or 4-year course, it is that dream that they want to achieve that will keep them determined. So that even when they do the basic continuous assessment tests and they fail, they will not give up. They will still continue keeping on in the journey of academics because they have a dream. And the dream is to achieve something greater. Joseph does not kill himself, does not sink into the dungeon of depression when he's sold out into slavery or when he's thrown into the prison. Why? Because he had a dream. And the dream kept him alive and kept him keeping on because there was a bigger dream. There was a bigger picture that he needed to move towards. This afternoon, I need to challenge you and ask you, what is your dream? As an individual, as an employer, as an employee, as a student, as a teacher, what is your dream? Are you working towards any dream? Because the power of the dream becomes the driving force to your determination. Number 2, you need to have faith as an individual. You really need to have faith. And I don't know how to talk to someone who doesn't have faith. You need to believe and trust in the unseen. When you believe and trust in the unseen, you are able to believe and trust in the unthinkable. When you're able to believe and trust in the unthinkable, you are able to be daring. I don't know whether you're following me. So you have to believe and trust in the unseen. When you believe and trust in the unseen achievement, the unseen goal, the unseen end game, the unseen product, when you believe and trust in the unseen, then you are able to believe and trust in the unthinkable, that which no one has thought about. You are able to believe and trust in it. You're able to envision it and believe that it can happen. When you believe and you have faith and you trust that there is the unthinkable and that it can be achieved, then you now get to be daring. You remember in C we say, for you to be consistent, you need to have the courage to act. It is when you have the faith and the trust in the unthinkable that you'll be daring enough so that you challenge yourself and bring out the courage to act. And so faith becomes the second thing, the second most important building block for determination. Anyone who is faithless does not have determination. When you are faithless, any small thing will bring you down. Any small wave will sway you around. But when you have faith, you will not be swayed by any small doctrines and any small waves that passes. You will be focused
on a goal. You'll be focused on the unthinkable, that it's only you who has envisioned. And so as a student, have you envisioned something? Are you able to see yourself? You're a high school student. Are you able to see yourself in campus? If you're able to see yourself in campus pursuing a given course, then you're able to work towards it. You will be determined. When you fail in chemistry in a cut, you will be determined. When you fail in mathematics, you'll be determined. Wakati fasihi itakuwa haingii uelewi chochote, you will still be determined. When you do mathematics and things are not doing, you will be determined. Why? Because you have envisioned yourself somewhere. You have faith. Faith is believing in the unseen. Believing in that which has not yet happened, but you know that it's going to happen. So faith becomes the second one. The third one is perseverance. Now, perseverance is the ability to go through challenging situations without again giving up. Determination was to keep on keeping on. Now, persevere is you're going through a challenging situation and you don't give up. You still continue. You still continue with what it is that you are doing. You are persevering. An athlete, for example, would persevere some moment of thirst when they are on the race. They will persevere. They don't, no. They will persevere a moment of thirst. Sometimes in your project, you will have to persevere moments of being broke. You will need to persevere moments of failure. You will need to persevere moments of rejection. You will need to persevere moments of hatred and unnecessary malice from individuals. You will need to persevere. So perseverance is the broader picture, is that very broad picture about being able to go through that challenging thing and you still don't give up. The fourth one is passion. And the passion is what drives you to do anything that you want to do. These days when I give talks about career, I always tell people you must be driven by a passion. And I think as an individual, I am so tired of having people who don't have a passion with what they do. We have doctors out here who don't have a passion about being a doctor. We have teachers who have absolutely no passion about being teachers. In fact, they 1 year, 2nd year, 3rd year, 4th year, they're still saying, I will not be a teacher. They have been teaching for 10 years, they still think they will not be teachers. We have people who are in marriage and they still think, I will not settle with this one. My hubby is somewhere, my wife is somewhere. They don't have a passion even for that. We have people who are in ministry, pastors and singers and powerful people in ministry who don't have a passion for ministry. So what is passion? Passion is the inward force that will make you do something. That pleasure that you receive when you do something, that is passion. When you will want to do it, even when it is not so fashionable. That is passion. During the COVID-19 pandemic, we had teachers who, out of their own volition, they were not being paid by anyone, but they came up with very brilliant ways of teaching their learners. People used WhatsApp, others went into Zoom, some went into Facebook, some did YouTube, but teachers did quite a number of things just to ensure that they kept their learners engaged insofar as matters academic work are concerned. I would want to use that as an example of passion. Here is a person who is on TSC, they are earning their salary irregardless, life is continuing, there is no problem. They are actually on some compulsory leave. You are on leave and you are earning your salary. So we would imagine money was not the problem. And you would also imagine they wanted that rest anyway. Who doesn't want to rest and be at home? So they needed that. But still you find this person is concerned about their learners. And they go an extra mile to ensure that their learner is engaged academically. That is passion. Now, when you have a passion, that becomes a building block for determination. Because when you have a passion to do something, there is nothing that will stop you. And if you become unstoppable, then you are a determined individual. The selling of maize so that people did not even have food does not stop this lady, my grandma, and her son from taking this gentleman to school. They too, we see a people who are unstoppable insofar as achieving their dream was concerned. The power of a dream, the power of passion, the power of perseverance gets to be building blocks for these people to be determined to achieve what they want. For you to be determined, it means there is an end game. I want to wrap this up by saying, if you are alive, like we did agree during the shooting of A, then you need to keep on breathing and keep on leading a life worth living. And you are able to breathe, then you need to remain consistent. Now we are talking about determination. Dear Kenyans, friends, ladies and gentlemen, you are able to achieve that dream. And we are able to achieve that which we so want and desire to achieve. It is possible. Let us not give up. Let us keep on keeping on. You are a student, write that dream. Habakkuk is told to write it down. Write that dream. Keep on keeping on. You are in a relationship. What is it that you want to achieve? Write it down. Keep on keeping on. You are into business. Write down what you want to achieve. Keep on keeping on. Because eventually, the difference between the achievers and the losers, more often than not, is determination. What are the levels of determination? What are the levels of your determination as an individual? The difference between the achievers and the losers are the levels of determination. Follow me on my Instagram handle, Meshach Omhakam Kenya, Twitter handle, Meshach Omhakam Kenya, Facebook, Meshach Omhakam Kenya. There is a page on Facebook that you can like or send a friend request. I'll still accept. Remember, subscribe right here, Meshach Omhakam Kenya. Like and share this video with your friends and anyone that you think it's going to be a blessing to them. I've been your host, Meshach Omhakam Kenya, and this was my oh my. Let's do this again as we look at E.